It's Wednesday night. It's time for Super Geeked Up.
Yay!
All right, that was very lackluster, everybody. Just
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, but hey, time for Super Geeked Up. So exciting. Thank you for watching, everybody. My name's Jeff. Thank you for geeking out with us.
And I'm Nicole, and of course you're watching Super Geeked Up, the live geeky web show where we talk about all things geeky, answer geeky questions, play fun geeky games, and hang out with really awesome web series guests like tonight.
And I'm Tanya. You can tweet along during the show at Super Geeked Up. Use the hashtag SGU. We have an awesome show tonight with a lovely guest. Tonight we're going to be talking about who you would invite to a character dinner party and what would you talk about. We're going to be playing Geeky Movie Mashup and Tangent Tales. Jeff, do you want to introduce our lovely guest?
Oh, do I? Well, you keep calling him lovely. That's
I
very
know.
nice.
It's a term that gets thrown around a lot for me. It's okay.
So we have on the show from the web series Johnny Dynamo, the lovely Jonathan Everett is here.
Yay!
Hello. Good to be here.
There he is. Thank you for coming here, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about Johnny Dynamo and Jonathan in a little bit. We'd like to kick things off, though, with the geeky question of the week. Before we do that, though, hey, guys, you know what month it is?
November.
November?
Yeah,
November.
well, actually, no, but I just found this out. This is a thing now that's on Twitter. It's Nerdvember.
Oh!
Yeah,
I
so,
like that
Nice.
better than No Shave. That works out better
I
for me.
like it.
our buddy Kristen Nedopak, creator of the Geeky Awards, informed me of this yesterday, and it actually is a trending thing on Twitter. So I'm promoting Nerdvember now because I think that's the most brilliant month thing ever.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
It's a great idea.
What you're supposed to do is, and I kicked it off today from my shirt here. You're supposed to wear a geeky shirt every day of the month, which I actually do not, unfortunately, own 30 geeky shirts. But wear it as much as you can. I'm going to say that.
I'm,
all right?
I'm just going to have to do a lot of laundry, is what it's going to boil down to.
Yeah.
Yeah. At first, I thought you just said I'm going to have to do a lot of lingerie.
No,
That's
that's in my private time, has nothing to do with this.
You have some nice Superman undies, underoos.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, so there we go. So feel free, folks, when you're tweeting, besides using the hashtag SGU, use hashtag Nerdvember if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's kick this thing off. Nicole, what's the geeky question of the week?
Okay, geeky question of the week. If you could host a dinner party for all of your favorite fictional characters, who would be in attendance, and what would you want to talk about? So we like to have
we got a tweet already in about this.
Oh. So do
wow.
you want to do Twitter first, and then we can go to Jonathan?
Sure. So Anthony Davis. Oh, by the way, folks, let's get this out of the way first. Anthony Davis, one of our awesome fans. Today's his birthday. So
Yay!
happy birthday, Anthony!
Good birthday month's tomorrow, so well played.
You too.
Yeah, we got it in just in time. Thank you for spending your birthday with us. Anyway, he tweets in, is Mr. Rogers a character? I want to have dinner with him. Yes, he is a character.
Yes,
Yeah, he's a character.
definitely.
It works.
Necrodius tweets in to Jonathan, I guess, isn't he lovely? Isn't he wonderful? I think that's what he said for himself.
Aw,
Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely.
That's going to be my descriptor from
Cool,
now
I know
on.
it.
I love that.
Necrodius also tweets in, yes, Nerdvember, the month of lingerie for men and lots of laundry being done, apparently.
Yep.
All right, Nicole, take it away.
Yes. Oh, you want me to answer first, or can we have Jonathan answer?
Just do your thing. Have Jonathan answer.
Oh, okay.
So we're
Yeah,
talking
so
one dinner party guest, one fictional dinner party
No,
guest.
you can have more than one, right? You can have a whole bunch.
Yeah.
More than one.
You can have as many as you want.
I personally, I would like to have the core Avengers and the core Justice League on opposite sides of the table and see how that goes.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That-
yeah, I think
That would be intense.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'd just like to see Batman and Captain America eating dinner together. Really.
This salad, that's great.
Certainly better than rations. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Just the voice. I wonder if he sounds like Christian Bale. I bet he would sound like Christian Bale.
In my head, he does.
Maybe just a little. Yeah.
Nice. That's a good choice. Excellent.
Yes. What about you, Tanya?
I mean, I would do sort of like a mixture of different people, but then I think it'd probably end up being a big, huge fight at the end. You'll know in a second why. So Tony Stark, Katniss Everdeen, Starbuck, Six, Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley. And there was somebody else. Oh crap, I forgot who it was. But they're also strong characters. I feel as though they would just end up fighting each other because they didn't want to be like right all the time. It would be cool.
That's a lot of egomaniacs in one room.
Well, not Harry
Sherlock
Potter,
was the other one. Sherlock was
not
the
Harry
other one.
Potter.
Not Harry
Oh,
Potter.
yeah.
He'd be cool. Harry Potter's cool. He doesn't need to be right.
I don't
That's
know. He'd
true.
be very
That's a
dramatic
good
and
fair
mopey, though.
He would.
He's
He brings attitude down a lot.
That's
My
only
parents-
mopey only in the Order of the Phoenix, the fifth book. That's where he gets ridiculously teenage.
I'm pretty sure he's mopey. He goes off on his own because he's like, no, guys.
Oh,
no,
he's
I have
not
to do this on myself. No, guys.
Well, okay, he does not talk like that either. Oh, guys, I'm so
I don't
depressed.
know. That's how he sounded to me.
Do you want me to do it with a British accent?
Yes, can you do at least with the British accent?
Oh, God. I'm Australian, though, so I don't know.
What was that?
Oh no, that was.
Watching me, Harry Potter?
Speaking of impersonations, Necrodius thinks, Tanya, that you're going to voice the next animated Batman because your Batman was so good.
Obviously.
I'd be down for that.
Who needs Kevin Conroy? We got Tanya Dodds.
I feel as though Batman's lacking a little bit of femininity, and so I could bring a whole different angle to the role.
Channel it. Channel
Mhm.
it.
Could be true. Obviously, you know he has issues with women. He has problems with relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Clearly, yeah.
I guess it's funny that you even brought up Harry Potter for your guest, because for my guest I was thinking wait, can you guys hear me? Am I lagging?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
For my guest, I actually just wanted to have a bunch of people from Hogwarts, and then they can tell me how awesome it is. They can teach me some magic. They can maybe sneak me in so that I could become a student. I just want to talk all things Hogwarts, and maybe they could teach me Quidditch, you know?
Oh, yes, Quidditch.
Quidditch would be fun. I'll give you that.
You know, I've played Quidditch. I've told you guys this, right? No?
What? How?
Really?
Yeah.
What? You're gonna have to explain that.
Oh, yeah. Every time I say this,
You
every time I
can't
say
fly on brooms. It doesn't actually happen. There's no such thing.
Stop ruining my childhood, Tanya. Keep tweeting in, folks, by the way, answers to who you would have at dinner party, fictional characters. SGU, Nerdvember, hashtags. Every time I say this, it's funny that everybody actually thinks I mean I was flying in the air on a broom. Okay, guys, so I was not flying in the air on a broom, which would be awesome, though. But, you know, you guys, I don't know if as much of they're around anymore, but there used to be Quidditch leagues all over the place, particularly at college campuses.
There's one across the road from me. So,
Yeah. So anyway, they haven't done it for a few years, unfortunately, but by first time at New York Comic Con, a couple colleges were doing Quidditch, and the people who were just there could come and play with them. And I got to play, actually. It was awesome. So what you do is you have a broom, and you just hold it between your legs, and you run around like a court. You run around a court, basically, and you have the three chasers, the two bludgers, right, and the keeper, and the seeker. But anyway, so you use like these volleyballs as like the quaffles, and they have these three rings set up, like on stands, right, that you throw them through. They have like dodge balls for the other people that are trying to hit the chasers, like bludgers. And the golden snitch is the best part. So that is a dude in like these tights with a sock stuck down his pants. That's the golden snitch. And he runs around, and you have to try to grab the sock out of his pants.
Oh my gosh.
To get the golden snitch. So anyway, I got to.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Please tell me you were the snitch. Please tell me you were the snitch.
Of course I was. I volunteered for that right away. No, I wasn't. I
I want the ball down my pants.
Yeah. Well, I actually was. I got excited. I actually got to be chaser, which is the position I would play if Quidditch was real. I was going to be a chaser. And I scored a goal. I'm very proud of that.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Very nice.
It's my proudest moment ever. I almost scored another goal, but instead I fell and smashed into the rings and knocked them all down. And that is almost. Here's the thing. There's actually a YouTube video of that match I was in. But the moment I crashed into the rings, this video camera operator was following the snitch around. So you hear it, but you don't see me, which is so close.
Oh man, that would have been awesome to share.
That's a shame.
So close to being immortalized on YouTube.
I would have been sharing that every day.
Every day. On
Every
the
day.
Super Geeked Up pages, that would have been shared every day.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have been.
We do have some tweets coming in about who people would invite to dinner parties. The Cronius is saying, I want to have all my online personas at the party and conversate with all of them. Hashtag dinner for one. Nice. Marsha McHale says she'd invite Xena and Gabrielle from Xena and Aries.
Oh, yes.
Adventures.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Who else?
Well, Timekeeper says, I would have Firefly to dinner and ask Mal, why can't you and Anara get together already?
Yes.
I know, right?
That's
Well,
a good
I was
question.
thinking to go on that, maybe we can ask Kaylee and Simon, will they finally get together? And then we can figure out what's up with Book's backstory, because I want to know what his deal is.
No.
So there's a lot that we need to hash out, okay?
I mean, for anyone who doesn't watch Serenity.
You have to have a lot of drinks.
Yeah, that's true. It could be like a weekend getaway, maybe. I don't know. Tara is saying have Supernatural and Sleepy Hollow characters to dinner and discuss mashing up since similar writing occurs already.
Ah.
That'd be
Nice.
interesting.
Did you get the Necronius tweet about the cast of Harry Potter and Final Fantasy?
No.
Debating Quidditch versus Blitzball as which is the best.
Oh.
Nice Final Fantasy reference there. One of my favorite RPG series ever, so good job, Necronius. And Rachel Jack says, hey, Rachel, she's the second time she's watched us in a row. Thank you, Rachel, for watching. Any party with Tony Stark is going to end up in a fight. Tony picks fights. I love him for that. Tony tamed the Hulk for the win.
Aw.
It's true.
And Anthony Davis says, besides Mr. Rogers, Jim Henson, Jim Varney, and Steve Urkel. That's a
That's an interesting match right there.
You can ask Steve Urkel what it feels like when he goes into that machine and becomes his alter ego. I forget his alter ego's name.
Oh, shit. It's going to kill me.
But it would be funny to be like, so what's that like? I mean, does Laura...
Somebody tell us when Urkel becomes cool, what's his cool alter ego's name?
And I mean, is it worth it? Like, that Laura only likes him when he's cool? Or...
Yeah, does that kind of like destroy his
That's thought-provoking, Nicole. You're right. You should for who they are, not for the outside. Very nice.
What about you, Jeff?
Speaking of Urkel, that actually kind of goes along with mine. So I would basically want to talk geeky stuff because that's what I do anyway, right? So I figured No, definitely not during Nerdvember either. So I want to have geeky characters, geeky fictional characters, so like Peter Parker, Felicity from Arrow would be awesome. She's also super hot. That doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all.
Talking. He's just gonna be staring at her the whole time.
No, but that's okay because Felicity. Well, maybe not because Felicity actually she's a character who can't really speak in complete sentences either. But that's only when she's attracted to somebody, so it may not be a problem with me. But
no.
That was very self-degradatory.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Of course she would love me. She would think I'm amazing.
Yes, especially if you wear your Superman shirt.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, even better if I wore an Arrow shirt. I don't know if they make Arrow shirts.
Yeah.
They probably make Arrow shirts.
What?
I'm sure some merchandising team somewhere has an Arrow shirt.
I don't know. So, guys, help me out. Who else? What other geeky characters could I have at my dinner party?
Have you said Mary Jane yet?
Mary Jane, like Peter Parker's Mary Jane?
Yeah.
Okay. She's not super geeky, though.
She's not terribly geeky.
She has a thing for
I mean, I'm fine with that. She's beautiful. Any beautiful woman, I'm fine with, by the way.
That's a good reason. That's definitely a good reason, but
I'm fully
I
supporting
don't
Nadia. But...
What about the Men in Black? Would you have them at your dinner party?
Who?
The Men in Black.
Ooh.
Well, no, but they make me forget the whole thing at the end, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that would kind of ruin the whole point.
Very true.
I mean, Harry Potter would be cool. I like
Yeah.
Harry Potter. He'd be cool. I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. I actually like Jonathan kind of said. I like to throw in Batman, just to have Batman among all these geeky characters and see like how awkward it would be.
Your comic books suck.
We have to say, Gotham, stop reading. Stop looking at your damn. Stop playing World of Warcraft. I want to see that. I want to see a comics when Robin is like playing World of Warcraft or something instead of when Batman's trying to get him to help him save Gotham.
It's like, put down the controller. Saving Robin. Underground Badger says he wants to play as Drake from, is it Drake Underground? I missed it. I lost it. Only because he's probably really angry at him for killing him so many times. I can attest to the amount of times that Underground Badger has died in that game.
And Tara says we have to invite Guardians of the Galaxy because you can never get enough Groot.
And I think we got a couple of answers on Steve.
We did. Candace did. It's yeah, I remember now. It's Stefan. Stefan Urkel instead of Steve. Okay, good. So I don't know if Nicole or Jonathan can hear us.
No, we don't.
So
I'm going in and out. I'm lagging in and out right now. Sorry.
Anyway, we determined through Twitter it was Stefan Urkel.
Stefan, yes. I think
Stefan
yes, it
Urkel.
is. Yes, Stefan.
It does look like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's see. I guess did we get everybody for the question? Yeah.
Oh, another one from Underground Badger, having the Dark Riders from Lord of the Rings, because he wants to hear their side of the story.
Dude, I don't want to fucking ring wraith at my dinner party. Christ.
That sounds.
I mean, they're awesome as hell, but yeah.
I feel as though they'd be a little bit of a mood kill.
I don't think they eat.
Well, no, they eat you basically is what they do.
Take it to a dark place.
I mean, it's like having the Dementors and the Dark Riders is one really downer of a dinner party. Like,
yeah. That'd be a great birthday party. Yes, that'd be awesome. Timekeeper on Twitter says, the evil queen from Once Upon a Time, one of my favorite shows, by the way. He would coax her into being evil again so he could hear her evil theme song. He just wants to hear the theme song used, I guess. That's right.
I have not seen this new season of Once Upon a Time. I got thrown off with the Frozen stuff, but I should start watching it.
Dude, what are you talking about? It's been amazing this season. You don't like Frozen?
Well, I like it, but it was just normally, like, it just spanned for, like, 2 episodes or something, and a lot of times when they bring a character, it's just 1 episode, so it's kind of like, oh, what's going on? But then again, I only watched those 2. I haven't continued, so.
No, it's not. Frozen's the whole series. The whole season is Frozen.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The whole season.
Oh, that's probably why.
So far. No, but they've been doing it really well. They've been handling it very nicely.
All right. I'll have to try and watch it again.
No, it's cool. I'm enjoying what they're doing.
Yeah, I've heard good things, but I haven't caught up on it myself, sadly.
Yes, go. Nicole, you would be the first person I think would love Frozen.
I know. No, I like it. I think it's kind of like, oh, we don't know what's happening. We're gonna throw in Olaf like out of the blue, and.
Well, there's no Olaf in Once Upon a Time yet.
Yeah. No, I'll watch it. I just was like, I was like obsessed with it, and I was binge watching it, and then I got thrown off with the Frozen thing, but it's okay.
No, go watch
it. So I will, definitely.
Underground Badger says to me, I guess, don't be a hater. Ain't no party like a Dark Rider party.
And this is why you guys shouldn't organize parties.
Yeah. I'm just imagining like the dark writer saying that, and like when they're dancing around at a party.
Leather cloaks.
Yeah.
By the way, though, Jeff and Tanya, you are coming to LA soon, right? So we really can have a party.
Oh yeah. Well, soon you mean like in the new year.
In the new year.
Sometime between March 26th and April 6th, maybe.
Okay, perfect.
Well, only if you stop insulting Once Upon a Time in Frozen.
Who, me? No, I'm not insulting. I'm just kidding.
I have to admit that I haven't actually seen Frozen, only because I have too many friends who have kids. So my Facebook feed got taken over by so many of like them singing random songs that I actually was like, ugh. But my favorite Frozen thing is a little mashup of Frozen and Breaking Bad. When the little girl goes knocking on the door and she's like, "Do you want to build a snowman?" And they cut to Jesse Pinkman and he's like, doing, "No, bitch, this is my private domicile."
Nice. So, Larry, let's finish off the question about dinner parties on Twitter before we move on. Anthony Davis says, Mitch Manners from Timekeeper series who we've had on our show. That's who we went on dinner with. And Tara wants the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
The sexy Silver Surfer dude. She wants. Oh, Silver Surfer sexy. Interesting. But he doesn't have like a penis, right? How do you have sex with him?
Maybe it's not just
he's got the power cosmic. I think he can do what he wants.
Oh, you're right. So he would be able to like bring a woman to orgasm just by cosmic abilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just by like thinking about it.
Yes.
He just have to stare intently. Maybe rub his nose a little bit.
Rub his nose.
You know.
Was he like bewitched? All right. Amy Hoff from the series Caledonia, who's going to be on our show in December, says, Jeff, really no LaCroix from Forever Night? We talked about this. Amy and I are big Forever Night fans. Nobody knows about the show, do you? Tanya, you should, because it was shot in Toronto, and it was set in Toronto, too. It's a show from the 90s about a Toronto cop who was actually a vampire.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, but it was
Forever
horrible.
Night was what it was called.
It was horrible.
No! How dare you say that? Blasphemy! This is worse than the Frozen thing.
It was horrible.
No, it was good. It was a good show. In retrospect, it may not have been quite as good as I thought, but still, no, it was still. Look, it's good. It's a good show. Go watch it. I have the first 2 seasons of it. I'm going to make you watch it when I see you next. Oh! When Amy comes on the show in a couple weeks, she's gonna have some words for you, man. She's like the biggest Forever Night fan.
No, and as Canadians, we try to like get rid of some of the stuff that's not great in our.
No, you should be proud of that show.
No, they pawned Justin Bieber into the United States. That's not nice.
Yeah, we totally did that.
I don't care. I mean, he's fine.
We
also on Twitter have Necrotes making Frozen rants, and how he hates it, and Timekeeper though likes Once Upon a Time. So all right, we have all different sides of the issue here.
Yes.
On Twitter.
Oh, and Amy is now defending Forever Night.
Oh yeah, Amy, you know good taste.
Huh.
I mean, go watch I don't know. See, here's a problem. You like all the shows I do, so I can't really say any show. Stupid people.
Say, like, what are you going to say?
Like, go watch Buffy. Oh, wait, I love that show.
You could tell him to go watch Degrassi.
You know, I haven't seen enough of that to make fun of it, though, so I don't know. It probably is bad, though, right? No, is it good?
Degrassi is a cultural icon in this country, both the original and the current. So no mutiny on Degrassi. Cultural icon.
I love Degrassi. I used to watch, was it The Next Generation or The New Generation? I would watch it all the time.
That was Generation with the Star Trek?
Drake. Well, it was when Drake was not Drake. He was
a kid from Scarborough?
Yeah. In a wheelchair, and
I gotta show some more tweets here. We're going to get to Jonathan in a second with Johnny Dynamo.
I'm sorry.
He might be frozen, actually, so maybe we're not. Because he's been in that pose for a long... Yeah, he's frozen. Okay.
Oh my god, he's frozen. Get it?
All right. So,
Let it go.
On Twitter, Timekeeper says, Bewitched Orgasm sounds like a series that needs to happen. Amy Hoff does say Forever Night was awesome. And Rachel Jack says, I adore Forever Night. It was awesome. 10 exclamation points. Yes, Rachel. Look at this Forever Night support I'm getting. I'm very happy now. You can suck it, Tanya. Suck it.
Canadians who are currently watching on Twitter, go.
Americans who are currently watching on Twitter, which are like 10 times because nobody lives in Canada, you go.
That's true. That's a little on the border.
Lives above the southern part of Canada.
You're pretty much right on that.
Yeah, like 95% of your citizens, right, live in like the southern regions.
We all live along, the most southern part of the country, and then as you get farther north, it gets much less populated. There's more bears. Look
at this. Mark's Pile, who's been on our show, host of Genre Entertainment, the author of Television on the Wild Wild Web, book all about web series. Check it out, folks. It's an amazing book. Learn about web series. And I wrote the foreword. But he says, don't be hating on Forever Night. Look at this. You never expected, right? You don't know what a cult show that became.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
That's all I gotta say.
What?
Exactly.
All right. An Underground Badger says, tell Lindsay Running, a.k.a. his wife, to either start twittering or stop backseat commenting.
And he also says, don't open the Pandora box that is Canadian TV from the 80s and 90s. And he is very right on that. Don't open that box. It's horrible.
And now we have people like Anthony Davis and Amy Hoff saying like Forever Night was kind of like Highlander. There were some similarities there. Now, are you going to diss on Highlander too? Another great show?
No, but Highlander did have some ridiculousness to it. There can be only one.
Every show, all these shows, Buffy had ridiculous things to it.
That's true. Very true.
Yes.
All right, so let's go. All right, here we go. Well,
we got a message from Jonathan. He's having internet connectivity issues.
No.
Okay.
He's trying to come back on.
Tell him to tweet us a description of Johnny Dynamo in tweets, and we'll read it on air. No, really, go tell him that right now.
I'm doing right now.
Go tweet him. All right, so folks, we're gonna do some games, tangent tales. We're gonna make up a story right on the spot for you, which means it's gonna be ridiculous. And we're gonna play Geeky Movie Mashup coming up. Hopefully, we'll get Jonathan back. Vancouver Web Fest peeps are gonna come on briefly in a little bit to just talk about that festival. And let's see. But first, why don't we talk about some series here stuff? So Nicole,
yes.
Why don't you tell people
about Progress? Yes. Progress. No, don't leave. Progress is a web series.
Actually, so Paula from yes, there she is. Okay, go.
Oh, okay. So Progress is a web series that takes place in Victorian England in an alternate timeline where the world's powered by steam. They have a steam-powered internet, and Jack the Ripper is posting his crimes online. And it's really fun to work on that. And you can see the first 3 episodes at progresstheseries.com or jts.tv/progress, as well as a spin-off show called Ask a Cam Harlot, and that's on jts.tv/harlot. So whenever the show's over and you have time, you should check it out.
Awesome. All right, Jonathan is back. Very good.
I'm back. I had to go reset the router. Apparently, there is no good internet in all of Nashville tonight. So.
Oh.
That's all right. So
everybody is so busy searching for Forever Night online in Nashville right now.
Yeah, I blame the CMAs. They're ruining my life.
Oh, actually, that's true.
Student that was on my student's house, and I was like, oh no, country music.
It took twice as long to get home today. I was like, nope, hate the CMAs. Not a big fan. But that's okay. They're only a couple days long, right?
Nice.
Just a couple days.
So let's we'll get. Hang on, I got all these tweets coming in here. All right, let's hear. All right, Jonathan. We'll kind of do it in reverse now since we started here. So we'll get to your series in a second. Tanya, tell people about Asset.
So Asset is, you can watch it on jts.tv/asset. It's about a regular Canadian guy who was unknowingly recruited by the CIA to take down a Russian arms cartel.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
jts.tv/asset. All right. I'm going to read, Super Knocked Up is my series, but I'm going to read a tweet describing the show that Necrodius just sent, so I don't have to do it. Super Knocked Up is a super dude banged a villain chick. They got superpowers, and out pops a super baby.
That's a pretty good synopsis.
Pretty much.
That's a good logline, sir. Good job. Superknockedup.com is where you can watch it, or this YouTube channel you're watching this very minute. All right, so Jonathan, tell people about Johnny Dynamo.
Johnny Dynamo season 1 is about a guy named Robert Pierce Mitchell, who was a huge TV action star in the 80s, who did this stunt on live TV where he was going to rappel down the side of a building, but he was afraid of heights. So he ended up crying on national television and lost all credibility. 30 years later, my character, Jack Meredith, and my two partners, Ira Stein, played by Daniel Collins, and Hannah Motlow, played by Sarah Shoemaker, show up, and they're these young TV upstarts, and they try and get him back in the Hollywood spotlight. Season 2 is going to release probably early next year. We actually just had a meeting about this today. And Season 2 involves the mob and a hip-hop brotherhood that are both trying to squeeze Johnny Dynamo for his new show. Point of fact people might appreciate is that in the second season we've actually got Terry Kaiser, who played Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's, playing our lead mobster, a guy named Mickey Petroselli. It's a fantastic character, phenomenal actor. And we've got Tiny Lister, the guy who played Debo in Friday, is playing the hip-hop mogul whose name is Mo Lotto. So it's a dramedy.
Was that the dude? Isn't one of the that was in the Dark Knight too or something? In a
yes, he was in the Dark Knight. He was in the Fifth Element. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Nice.
He's a big guy, and he's fun to work with as long as he's not supposed to be choking you, because he's a little method.
You've been receiving end of being choked.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Collins, the guy who plays Ira, is actually my roommate, and they had a scene where he was supposed to choke him, and he's a really skinny guy. He's 6'5", really skinny, and Tiny actually picked him up out of his seat by his neck. Tiny. So he's gonna make it real. It's a great show. Great show.
Nice. So Paula from Vancouver Web Fest has joined us. Hello, Paula. We'll get to you. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, we'll get to you in just a minute here. So Jonathan, you said season 1 is out now, right?
Season 1 is out for free at www.johnnydynamo.com.
Awesome.
And we're building a new website for the series when we launch season 2.
And again, remind us, season 2 is coming when, do you guys think?
Season 2, last I heard, January.
All right, so not pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, it's not too far off.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, cool. Very good. Everybody go check that out after you're done watching this show. All right, cool. So there's all the stuff. So now we have Paula from Vancouver Web Fest is here. Hello. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. So tell people, so Vancouver Web Fest is coming up in March of 2015, correct?
Yes, March 6th to 8th.
All right, March 6th through the 8th in beautiful Vancouver. So we're actually going to be doing, well, at least I will. I don't know. We'll see if these two characters who co-host with me can make it. But Super Geeked Up. We're actually doing Super Geeked Up there at the fest as a program. It's going to be awesome and super fun. And we'll probably bring them some special guests. We'll get to come out too. So I'm very looking forward to that and attending the fest. But Paul, you want to tell people maybe just a little bit about that and about when they can submit if they're a web series creator by and all that stuff?
Absolutely. So Vancouver Web Fest, the second Vancouver Web Fest, takes place on March 6th to 8th here in Vancouver. We're going to be at Granville Island this year, so it's a great location. So you can play tourist as well. Submissions are going on right now, and our late submission deadline is November 30th. You can go to vancouverwebfest.com to submit your show and follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, all that good stuff, because you want to get all the latest updates on the festival, because we're not ready to announce everything yet, but I can tell you also we're going to have CTV Extend. CTV is one of Canada's major networks. Then they just started a digital platform featuring web series. And so they're going to be at the festival. They're going to be doing some pitch sessions. They're going to be on a panel. We've also got College Humor coming out to the festival. They're also going to be on a panel doing some pitch sessions and some more special guests that I'm not quite, including Super Geeked Up Live. And the rest will just dole out as we go. But we've got all kinds of exciting stuff happening for Vancouver Web Fest. And you don't have to have a web series to come. Like, just come and enjoy the party. If you have any interest in film or television at all, we've got great panels, speakers, workshops, and it's really a big party. Free popcorn, a bar.
Nice.
I would say, as a fellow Canadian, Vancouver is actually one of the most beautiful cities in Canada. So even just go for the awesome environment that is Vancouver. So
yeah, it's March. You can ski, you can sail, you can do anything. Tanya, are you from?
I'm in Toronto. Yeah.
You're in Toronto.
Yeah.
I hope you can come to the festival.
Yeah. And I have family in Vancouver, so I could probably find a place to stay. So.
Oh, good. And Nicole and I'll be staying there too. Thank you.
As long as someone sponsors my trip, I will be there. I'll dress up in costume, whatever you want.
So, Paula, so our Amy Hoff on Twitter from Caledonia already says she's definitely submitting. So there you go.
Yay!
Her series.
Fantastic. Yeah, there's still time. So if you have a web series, you want to submit it, just need 3 episodes, and November 30th is the last date, so you've got some time.
Cool.
Awesome. And yeah, so and last year or earlier this year was their first one. I heard nothing but amazing things about the festival, so it's really awesome done. And yes, and Suzette and Paul and everybody does a great job there. So cool.
Thank you. All right. I hope to see you all there.
Cool. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Paula.
Thanks, Paul, for coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in March.
Nice meeting
Sounds
you.
good. Nice meeting you too. Bye.
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 All right, so let's do. Here we go. We got some games coming up. Tangent Tales, Geeky Movie Mashup. But let's take, if you're watching the recorded version, that is. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break.
It was a very, very subdued one, Nicole. The next one we do, I expect much more enthusiasm.
There's a lot
Alright,
of
I will.
song and.
I'm building up. I'm building up to it. So.
All right. So the 80s and 90s TV series continues on Twitter Talk.
Yes.
We really did open something here. Underground Badger, though, mentions a series I loved. It says, just don't say anything bad about my secret identity. He could fly with aerosol cans.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
This makes me question our friendship.
my secret identity was the Jerry O'Connell one, right? I'm pretty sure that
I
is
haven't
it.
seen
I
it.
think so. I think so. Yeah. Before he did Sliders, yeah.
Yeah. That's why I like Jerry O'Connell from way back, man. I've always been a fan of his.
Old school Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, hell yeah. Before he married.
Unfortunately, I didn't watch a lot of shows growing up, so.
Especially not Canadian shows.
Definitely not Canadian shows. Did not have cable. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I didn't. So.
Now, I will say, You Can't Do That on Television was awesome.
Yes! That's a Canadian show, right?
That's a Canadian show.
That was a Nickelodeon, yeah.
Alanis Morissette was on that.
Hell yeah, she was, man.
Ooh.
I love that show. Yeah. It was, when you said, I'm trying to think, because there was one thing you got slimed, and another thing you got water dumped in your head. One of it was like, what, if you said, I don't know or something?
I forget what the magic word, it's almost like the Pee Wee Herman magic word.
Yeah, somebody help us out. Oh, no. What was the magic word to get slimed? I want to say it was like I don't know or something.
It might have been I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone tell us.
I've actually always wanted to get. That's kind of like quite an award if you can actually get slimed by Nickelodeon. I think that's kind of a.
It was pretty prestigious.
Yeah.
Slimed by
So many
Nickelodeon.
people moved on from being slimed into being, massive superstars.
They still do it, man, because they do the kids choice or whatever awards they do. Nickelodeon does every year.
Yeah, the Kids' Choice
They do
Awards.
sliming? Really?
They do slimy there. Sometimes they do slimy there. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Oh yeah, man. You should go. I also want to see you two get slimed.
Oh, that'd be
Come on,
fun. Yeah.
Tanya.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of people on Twitter, by the way, love Vancouver. They want to go. Rachel said she's going to go probably. Yeah. Mark's pile went to school in Vancouver, so he's very happy about that. There's a Web Fest there.
People are wondering if we're going to organize a road trip.
Well, the Krogus wants
love
us to pick us up anywhere. Well, Tanya, that's interesting though, because where I am, I'm in New York or Albany, New York. I could just head straight west, pick you up in Toronto.
Yeah, it's a long drive though.
I know. I've done a cross-country drive. I've driven all the way to LA before.
Canada's
What about me,
my friend?
Yeah.
No, look, the United States is the same width of Canada. Okay, it's the same.
Yeah, but it gets kind of boring in the middle. The whole prairies is pretty.
Okay, trust me. Okay. Driving across Ohio, you see nothing but corn the entire way. There's nothing.
Yeah.
The middle,
true.
Midwest of the United States is the same as Canada. There's nothing there. There's plains.
Yeah. It's just flat, and it's like hours. You can see headlights for hours. It's crazy.
Well, luckily, Tanya, your sparkling personality would be so entertaining. We don't need anything else.
You haven't seen me in the morning. Oh yes, we went to Disney. You have seen me in the morning. I'm very grumpy in the morning.
I am too. I'm not a morning person at all.
I just sleep in the morning, so it doesn't bother me.
And you know what? Yesterday was Scott's birthday, and he woke me up at 5:45 in the morning.
What?
And he likes getting up early, and he's like, we're gonna celebrate my birthday. We're gonna start at 5:45, and I was like, oh no, and that's like the worst time for me. So I had to just try really hard not to be grumpy.
That's true, because you can't really say no to a birthday request, right?
No, doesn't work like that.
So on Twitter, I was correct. Anthony Davis and Chris Hadley both said, I don't know meant slime. And if you said water, then you got the water dumped on you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if anyone ever said, I don't know, and me said water and got both. Wonder if that's possible.
That'd be some really runny slime then.
But it would clean it off of you.
Well, if it went in that order, unless you got the water first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think when we do Super Geeked Up live at these events, we should bring that back. We should start like sliming our volunteers like when they never expect it.
So would I just be like up in the rafters somewhere with a bucket?
Yes, and when like the losing team gets slimed.
That could have mixed results, but it would be hysterical, I'd say.
I think it would be amazing. I don't really care what anybody else fucking thinks. No.
Well played.
Only if I could do it with my Batman voice. You've been slimed.
Well, that's even better now.
Oh,
So
gosh.
on Twitter, tell us if you would be willing to get slimed by us. Super Geek. I think we'll have takers, actually, to be honest with you.
I really do think we would.
Amy Hoff, by the way, on Twitter says, Canadians disparaging Canadian TV. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's outraged. Highlander, Dead Like Me, Forever Night, MacGyver, all filmed there, my favorites. Come on, dude, MacGyver, don't be disparaging MacGyver.
MacGyver's awesome. But I will say there's a difference between Canadian TV and TV shows that are produced in Canada.
Right, because those shows are actually good. They're actually American shows.
I'm not going to comment.
Because you know it's true. That's why you're not going to comment.
So, like, Dead Like Me was not a Canadian show. It just happened to be made here. That's the difference.
Yep.
Supernatural, Arrow, The Flash, all made here, not Canadian shows.
Right. Those are awesome shows, man. Arrow, my favorite show. The Flash is really good. It's off to a great start.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got to do here? Let's see. All right, actually, I guess it's game time, right?
It is game time.
Ooh, exciting.
Na, 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 na.
Na.
That was my try.
Is that our new game theme music?
I guess. Na.
That's amazing.
All right.
Let's go into the studio and record that right now.
I used to study music.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like big into music when I was younger. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have known from that performance, but
I know. Former vocal coaches are like, "Oh God, don't mention my name."
right, Jonathan. Those are her warm-ups.
I'm just trying to help out.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Necrodius is tweeting in here. By the way, America is wider than Canada if you include Alaska. I'm also going to add that American people are wider because we're fatter. That was my addition to that tweet, but let me continue with his. America is wider than Canada if you include Alaska. Alaska rules, Canada drools. We'll play on words there. There you go. That's the Necrodius for you.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I'm leaving that one alone.
Yeah. Marcia Mikhail says, get slime, there's a sexual innuendo in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in there. I think it just is. Really.
That's true.
Our guest from last week, Red Shirts series, Red Shirts 3 on Twitter, says 15 on Nickelodeon, another Canadian show.
I was thinking of 16.
Wait.
But that.
There was a show called 15 and 16?
Well, 16 was an animated show, and it actually was awesome. It was brilliant. And they just show it in reruns for years. I think they made like 2 seasons of it, and they just like show it all the time.
All right, it's time for Tangent Tales.
Yay!
Oh, good. One person's excited. Good.
Woo. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
So this is how this game works, folks. I have prepared the beginning to a story. I shall read that intro. I will then, at one point, I will throw the story to somebody else here. That person will have to continue the story, okay? And then they, at some point, they're going to continue the story for a little bit, and then whenever they feel appropriate, they will kick it to another person. And then we will continue this around, right? So basically, it's very much we are improvising a story, besides my intro, which I've already prepared, off the top of our heads. And you don't know what the person before you is going to say. They're probably going to say something completely ridiculous, and who knows what's going to happen. And then you have to continue it. So, Jonathan, since you haven't done this before, just so you know, you are free to pretty much do whatever you want when you get the story. You can bring in fictional characters, real-life people, even if they make no sense, they would be there. They can appear for some reason out of nowhere, and pretty much anything can happen.
Gotcha.
So again, we'll keep passing it around. We'll all go through it once, and then after we've all done it once, at any point, then if you feel you have a good spot to end the story, feel free to do so. All right. So one of us will just end it when we feel it's good.
Fair.
All right. So this is usually a big hit on Twitter. Usually people want to make a series or movie out of this once we've finished it.
But no pressure.
Right. All right. So here we go. You guys ready?
Ready.
So Halloween was last week, so this is slightly late, but I Halloween themed this because I love Halloween. All right. This is also the first story of Tangent Tales that stars me, Nicole, and Tanya. So get excited about that, ladies.
Yeah.
Tanya looks a little more worried, as she should be, but
I know now.
How your brain works.
What was that?
Because I know how your brain works.
Oh yeah. I wish I worked forever night into the story now, but
You can. You still can.
You still have
All right,
time.
There's time.
Here we
Never
go.
too
Here goes the story. It was Halloween night, and a door shut apparently. I don't know where that came from.
Sorry, it's here.
Okay. It was Halloween night. Jeff, Nicole, and Tanya, world famous for their Super Geeked Up show, had been invited to Salem for a super secret Halloween party. Ooh. Jeff was dressed as Sherlock Holmes and was hoping dressing as Benedict Cumberbatch would help him get some hot girls, preferably in Wonder Woman costumes. Nicole was dressed as a Care Bear and was daydreaming about rainbows, unicorns, and My Little Pony. And Tanya, dressed as Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, was hoping her costume would help her stalk Joss Whedon even better.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, all of them were super excited to find out what would happen at this party, which had been shrouded in secrecy. The directions they had took them out of the main part of town and away from the hordes of drunk Halloween revelers. When they arrived at the address, they looked up and saw a huge house at the top of a hill. Well, it was more like a castle, something you expect Dracula to live in. Nicole looked worried. Guys, I have a bad feeling about this. Let's just go back to the hotel, make s'mores, and watch a Full House marathon. Tanya replied, "It does look a little creepy," as she pulled a wooden stake out.
Jeff, I have a stake.
Yeah, I got you. Jeff eyed the stake. "Nice touch to your costume." Tanya replied, "What? No, I always carry this around." Jeff gazed up at the castle. "I'm sure it's fine, but just in case, you two go first."
And you're very... Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Hey, I'm not getting killed first. They trudged up the hill and rang the ornate knocker on the huge doors. The door creaked open with a horrible moaning sound. Nicole looks really scared right now. I'm just looking at her. Anyway. With a horrible moaning sound, the trio gasped as inside they saw... Tanya, take it away.
Oh, agreeing to me? Oh, crap. Inside they saw... crap.
I'm going to give you a minute, sorry, to think, because Necrodia says that then Jeff only found guys wearing Wonder Woman lingerie. Probably that's what's going to happen, actually. And let's see what else. And Timekeeper says Tanya does indeed know how Jeff's brain works. Okay. Anyway, those are tweets about the beginning of the story. Now take it away, Tanya.
Okay. They gasped because inside the old door, half shrouded in shadows and slightly smelly, was a decrepit, dried-out old lady with gnarled fingers, and she beckoned to them, "Come with me, my lovelies." So she's kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West, but anyway. And
I like that commentary you provided alongside the story.
Well, you know, it's visual imagery. And slowly she beckoned us over to the stairwell, where we had to go up the spiraling staircase up into the very top of the house into the attic, where she took us into her observatory, where it was filled full of dried rabbit's feet and herbs, and there was a bubbling cauldron in the middle, and she beckoned us over to the cauldron and showed us what was inside. Nicole.
Well, she beckoned us over to the cauldron, and okay, Jeff was kind of excited about it, but Tony and I were not excited about it at all. So we were kind of tiptoeing behind Jeff, kind of going back like this. So we're pushing him forward, and then he gets to the cauldron and he sees that it's really green and bubbly, and there's dead bugs in it, and he and he's like, "This is so gross." And we're like, "Yeah, I know, this is really gross." And then she's like, "Okay, you guys need to taste it."
Wait, why did her voice change accents?
I don't know. Well, that's part of the thing, is we found out that this concoction that she made changes your accent and your personality for a certain period of time. And so then Jeff took the first swig and he's like, "Hello everybody, welcome to Jamaica." And then Tanya took a swig and she's like, "Hello friends, I'm from Ireland." And then I took a swig, and I'm just it just made me mute and I couldn't say anything. And Jonathan.
Right then, Jonathan actually walked into the room. He took a swig, and for the rest of the night, Jonathan was talking like this, and he doesn't know why. He was talking with this accent. So then they took from the cauldron and they kept walking along. And as they're walking along, Jonathan's talking, and all of a sudden Hyperion shows up. Hyperion from Marvel Comics. And he shows up and he says, earlier I heard something about s'mores. And Jeff says, yeah, I definitely wanted some s'mores. He goes, well, I've got some heat vision for that. So we walked outside. Hyperion actually flew Nicole outside. And the four of us go outside to start a campfire. And the witch is watching from up in her tower, right? And so Hyperion he flies off to get some s'mores. And we start cooking some s'mores. Well, then Jeff got the bright idea that we should get some drinks. So he said, Hyperion, can you get us some drinks? Well, Hyperion says, I don't drink, but I know this guy. He's kind of a D-bag, but he and I are really alike. So he got on his cell phone, and Superman shows up with a 6-pack of Coors Light. And then Jeff took back over.
All right. So Superman... Wait, what was it? Coors Light, did you say?
Coors Light. It was Coors Light.
Oh, so Superman comes with a 6-pack of Coors Light, and Jonathan was like, dude, what the fuck? This is like really shitty beer. Can't you at least spring from some good beer? Then Tiny was like, in Canada, we have the best beer, period. Just like everything is better in Canada. So...
Do you need me to tell you a Canadian beer to fill in that story?
No, that's fine. So then there was a big tangent about America versus Canada, which we don't have to get into that. We'll just skip over that nonsense.
It's still going on Twitter.
Right. Then, all of a sudden, Jack Bauer shows up. And he's like, damn it, Tanya. Stop eating these s'mores, and everybody, we don't have time for this. We have to save Salem from this horrible terrorist attack that's about to take place. So, and that attack was, Tanya?
Was the woman in the observatory shooting lightning bolts with her fingers. He was slowly aiming towards our heroes with all of her lightning bolts, and so everyone's like tucking and rolling and trying to get out of the way. But they've now had a few drinks, so they're slightly less coordinated. And so like, Superman, you're like the best out of all of us. Why don't you just like shoot some lasers at her or something like that? So he keeps trying, but he keeps like pinging off things, and it starts taking up more stuff throughout the town. So he now becomes like the target of Jack Bauer as well, because he's not sure who the terrorist is. So finally, at this point, really the only thing you can do is really hope that you can maybe make your costumes work in some way. So Nicole, dressed as a Care Bear, decides maybe she can make her Care Bear stare work. So she starts shooting up goodness toward the person in the tower, which makes it explode into a billion pieces, but the witch is nowhere to be found. ... Jonathan?
So Hyperion and Superman kind of look at each other like, yeah, we did a total good job right there. I didn't know you could do that. And Nicole says, I didn't know either. So Jeff got a little bit excited, and he's like, I wonder if I have a superpower. So he takes out another can of Coors Light, the last one there, and he tries to chug it. And he realizes that it's just really crappy beer. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Barney from How I Met Your Mother shows up with Ted Mosby. And they walk up to Hyperion and Superman and are like, hey guys, how many ladies can you pick up with your super speed? And Hyperion kind of looks around and he goes, I don't really feel the need for that. And Superman goes, I'm not telling. So they turn to Jonathan. They go, what about you with your pecs? And Jonathan says, I don't ever pick girls up with my pecs. And then Nicole picked it up.
Oh, well, then I was like, okay, well, I have an idea. I'm going to use the Care Bear stare, and I can pick up every single girl in this place and take them anywhere that I want them to go.
Yes!
And so, I'm sorry I had to cut out for a second. So, okay, so we picked up all the girls, and we took them to Jack Bauer, and Jack Bauer rescued everybody in this huge, like, spaceship. And we all went to Canada to live happily ever after.
The end.
The end.
Everybody lives happily ever after in Canada.
That's what we do.
What a wonderful story that was.
I'm never getting a sponsorship from Coors Light, I can tell you that now.
No. Definitely not. So let's hear. Tanya, help me read some of these tweets here. Earlier in the game, Kelly's Pool Hall tweeted in to all of us, "You guys are adorable."
Aww.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. There's a lot. Necrodius is saying, so Care Bears now blow shit up and disintegrate old women. That's dark.
Amy Hoff says, something in our story made all Canadians fall in love with Forever Night.
Maybe. Tommy was saying Tanya dressed his face for Halloween, right, and having a steak is just circumstantial. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Tara says, ooh, a Halloween menage a trois of the super geeked up kind. Yay, our heroes, Jeff, Tanya, and Nicole.
Oh, and Jonathan was there as well.
I was there at the last half.
Right. He inserted himself into the story, like I'm sure he tried to do it.
Somebody had to do it.
Somebody had to do it. Exactly.
Timekeeper says Superman is of course a Coors Light man.
Chris Hadley suggesting that Witch went missing because she had all the beer.
Chris Hadley says the guests argued, great taste, less filling.
Timekeeper says, let me tell you about Jack Bauer. Doesn't drink Coors Light post-torture and has a special hand gesture for Superman. I love it.
Anthony Davis wished Christopher Walken was in the story. And then Amy Hoff replies.
Nice addition.
Amy Hoff replies, she wished Christopher Walken was in her web series. All right, cool. So there you go. Thanks for all the tweets, folks. Glad you enjoyed the story. All right.
Involves drinking horrible beer.
That was, by the way, Tanya, that was brilliant with the Care Bear stare. I wish I thought of it, actually.
How can you not include that when someone's dressed as a Care Bear?
Yeah, well, yeah, I set it up.
You totally did.
You know
yeah.
Well, I missed, like, you kept cutting out, so I missed what I was dressed as. I was like, well, hopefully it'll reveal itself, like, through the... So I had no idea who I was.
That's why you didn't react. I know you enjoyed my Full House thing for you.
Yeah.
The line about you I had read earlier was, Nicole, dressed as a Care Bear, was daydreaming about rainbows, unicorns, and My Little Pony.
Love it. Yes. That's why I missed that. And I was like, what am I dressed as? What am I dressed as?
I think it pretty much nailed both you and Tanya in terms of how you think things.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, I have to say, I have a friend. If you think I'm all about, like, rainbows and unicorns and butterflies, I have a friend that's, like, even more extreme, and it's, like, really funny. Like, she's amazing, and, like, but her life is that. Like, her life is rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. Where me, I just kind of be silly about it, but that's, like, but it's a really cute, she's, like, a daydreamer, and it's, like, kind of whimsical, and, like, that's, so it's just funny. Because you might think that's me, but, like, you haven't met my friend. It's great.
Nicole taken to the extreme.
Nicole plus.
By the way, though, I do have to go, and I'm really sorry. I kind of mentioned it, I think, to Tanya and Jeff, about my mother-in-law's, and we have to go back home, and it's like 45 minutes away. So I'm really sorry.
Go watch your Care Bear marathon.
I will. Thank you so much, and Jonathan, it was great to meet you, and I wish you guys have the best time on the rest of the show. I'm sorry that I have to go.
That's right. It's good to meet you, Nicole.
Do one last thing for us. Bring us back from commercial break, because we're going to take one last commercial. We're going to take one last commercial here, folks. If you watch the recorded version, then we're going to play Geeky Movie Mashup. We'll see you back in a second.
Welcome back from commercial break.
Much better. There you go.
I've seen that one.
Golf
Very
clap.
excited. All right, now go. Get out of here. See you later.
All right. See you guys. Bye.
Okay, so let's see here. I was just looking at Twitter. All right. Anyway, so here we go. Geeky Movie Mashup time. Tanya's going to take it from here.
So, Geeky Movie Mashup is where we give a couple of log lines, descriptions for movies, and then we have to guess which movies they are. I will say there's a couple of TV shows in here, but it's pretty obvious when it's a TV show, so I'm just going to put that out there. FYI. Normally play this in teams, but we don't really.
I guess we can just go back and forth, right? Give one to him, give one to me.
Yeah. Or we just see if we can guess them if we don't want to keep track. It's up to you.
We'll keep track because I want to kill Jonathan.
You want to keep track?
You will. Okay. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Okay, I'm getting a piece of paper so that way I can write it down so that way you don't have to keep track of it.
Oh, are you going to keep score? Okay.
I'll keep score, yeah. That way you can think. So,
I can't think and keep score at the same time.
Well, anyway.
All right. That's the last time I make faith. Man,
No. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna read them, and whoever gets it first is who gets the point. So we're gonna do.
Wait, really? Or are you gonna go? Why don't you go back and forth?
Okay, so give you one, and if the person doesn't get it, I can put it to the other person. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, who wants to go first then?
Guess first. Let Jonathan go first.
All right, Jonathan.
Okay. All right.
This one's probably obvious. Okay, so 2 FBI agents, one a believer, one a skeptic, discover one ring to rule them all.
Hang on a second. Did we describe what the game was? I missed that part.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as Jonathan knows, good. I just want to make sure.
So basically, you have to name the 2 movies that we're describing.
Yeah, I got it. Can I answer this one?
Yes.
It's X-Files meets Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Ready, Jeff?
Very good.
Okay. A mermaid with the voice of an angel longs to live above water to assemble with agents from a secret organization of superheroes.
The Little Mermaid and Avengers?
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
All right, Jonathan. Winter is coming to Sunnydale.
Oh, Sunnydale. Oh. I know the first half. Why can't I think it was... Oh, okay. Let's toss it to Jeff.
Jeff?
Winter is coming to Sunnydale?
Yes.
So the second part is really easy for me. The first part is what I'm trying to debate, what am I... a couple of
Don't look at Twitter.
I'm not looking at Twitter. I'm not looking at Twitter.
That's got to be blown up.
So... see... I'm trying to think of what 2 things it could be.
Really? Hang on.
Are these both TV shows?
Yes.
Or just one?
Well,
okay.
Yeah. One of them could be either or.
One of them could be either.
Oh no! Sorry.
I got it. Yeah. One of them is both a movie and a TV show.
Yeah.
All right. So the second part is Buffy.
Yeah.
The first part, I'll guess, Game of Thrones.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff again, because you got that one, or back to Jonathan?
I don't know.
I think it'd be back to Jeff.
Okay.
It would be his turn.
Oh, that's very fair. You're very.
That
fair.
Is fair. Actually.
I'm trying.
Cylons have returned to reclaim their destiny with the help of a high-functioning sociopathic detective.
Okay, so the first part I got a high-functioning sociopathic detective. Shit. I'll say Battlestar Galactica and Dexter.
Nope.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't. That wasn't right.
Sure.
I gave you half of it, at least. I gave you half of it.
There's no half.
I would have guessed the same thing, Jeff, but now I got to think harder.
It's
a detective.
The detective thing is throwing me off.
Is he okay? I've got to be technical here. Is he truly sociopathic?
I'm not giving yes, but
okay.
I'm not giving the out fine. Yes.
All right. Okay. Is the second one a movie or a TV show as well?
More of a TV show.
What does this mean?
More of a TV show?
You'll
These
see when
answers
you
are so
get the answer. You'll see when you get the answer. Let me know if you tap out.
More of a TV show. Is it Battlestar Galactica meets Sherlock? Because that's the closest I got.
Yes, it is.
Yeah!
Come on. It's not.
I don't believe he's truly a sociopath, but
He calls himself that. He's
because
like,
I got the right answer.
Sociopath.
What?
He calls himself that.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but that's not it. But
Totally
okay, I got my degree in psychology, so I'm gonna not argue this. I'm gonna just.
Just don't argue it. Don't argue it. Okay, next one.
By the
So
way,
Jonathan,
wait, on Twitter, we have Buffy the Throne Slayer from the Crodius. And Timekeeper, see, this is what I was debating. He said Frozen Buffy. I thought it might have been Frozen with winter.
oh well.
Okay, yeah. I can see that.
Fantasy. Everyone else got Battlestar and Sherlock. There's like 10 answers for that. Come on, guys.
All right,
And yes, he's so
two.
fantastic from Timekeeper.
Rachel Jack thought it was Mentalist. That actually wasn't a bad answer.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's actually a yeah.
Yeah, Dezel's got Battlestar and
Okay,
Sherlock.
moving
Oh, first, wait, Underground Badger wants us to play Pictionary next, by the way.
Josh, try and draw it all. Okay, this one's for Jonathan. Okay, two brothers must fight demons to stop a legion of dancing plates and household accessories.
Oh, Supernatural meets Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Was it yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stranded in the Delta Quadrant, the crew of a starship finds safe haven on a planet populated by giant blue beings.
Populated by giant blue beans.
Beings. Entities.
Yes. Okay, so it's Star Trek Voyager and Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
So we're tied up, right? 3-3?
I love how you're already counting, yes.
He's like, am I winning?
Am we tied? Okay, forced to fight for her life in a giant game of survival, a young woman befriends a group of mystery-solving teenagers who own a snack-loving talking dog.
Hunger Games meets Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
Yeah. That would be great.
By the way, people really like that Buffy Game of Thrones one. Mark's Pile says, Game of Wooden Stakes.
I like that.
Okay, next one is a vampire with a soul finds himself working closely with a Cape Crusader who can leap tall buildings in a single bound.
This one's Jeff's, right?
All right. Yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about now, I think. See, because you know who you could have been talking about was Nick Knight from Forever Knight, but I know you're not because you hate that show. So it's Angel and Superman?
Yeah. All right. Don't panic and make friends with a Time Lord.
Well, I got the second part, but don't panic.
Jeez, that's tough, man.
It is. Am I missing
Winston
something?
Churchill.
What?
He's the one. That's where the don't panic comes from.
Oh, okay. So this
no, that's not gonna help you. I don't think so. Don't ignore that.
Oh God. I don't know. All right, pass it to Jeff.
Don't panic. Wait, what was the whole thing?
Don't panic and make friends with a Time Lord.
Oh, so it's right. It's obviously Doctor Who for the second
Oh
one.
yeah.
Don't panic. What the? Saw?
No. Hitchhiker's Guide in Doctor Who.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. An eccentric billionaire with a suit of iron is called upon to help defeat he who must not be named.
This is me now, right, though?
Yeah.
So it's Iron Man and Harry Potter.
Yes. See, that wasn't easy.
By the way, a lot of people got Angel and Superman, but Timekeeper says Angel and Batman. You know why? You said Cape Crusader, which is always referred to Batman.
Yeah.
But Batman cannot leap buildings a single bound, Timekeeper.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to say like a superhero with. There's only so many ways you can describe that without saying the name.
Big Blue Boy Scout.
Oh, that could have done
Blue
that.
Boy Scout. There you go.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh,
next
you're
one.
right. By the way, Chris Halley corrects me. It's not Don't Panic. It was Keep Calm. The truth was.
It was keep calm. Yeah. Keep calm and carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna correct it halfway through because I didn't want to like.
No, you can do
distract
it.
you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, you know, that's the more the other I'm like don't panic. I get more excited about it instead of saying keep calm.
Okay, next one. I don't know whose story it is. Is it Jonathan's? No, is it Jeff's?
It's mine. I think. Yeah.
Divided into different factions based on virtues, society must face the ultimate evil. Colorful teddy bears with magical powers.
Oh, Divergent meets Care Bears.
Yeah.
A lot of Care Bears again on the show.
I know, it just seems to be a theme between that and Forever Green.
Dazzles on Twitter says Jeff needs a solid slap for not knowing hitchhikers.
I
Dazzle,
know.
I'm gonna freaking slap you, man. Your horrible tweets you send me. I'm just kidding.
And that was like the first words of Hitchhiker, isn't it? Don't
All the
panic.
way. I'll slap you so hard you'll feel it all the way in Australia where you are right now, Dazzles.
Idle threats. Idle threats. Anyway.
Well, I don't know. How am I gonna? I'm in Australia.
Exactly. What are you gonna do? All right, next one.
Well, I'll get in my TARDIS, and all right.
Now you're just making stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. A gravelly voiced Cape vigilante on a mission to save his city from crime teams up with a small alien who's desperately trying to get home.
This is me, right?
Yeah.
A small alien desperately trying to get home.
Yes.
Come on, man. That's gonna be so many things. But I'm gonna say Batman and E.T.
Yeah. Like, that was the most obvious one.
That would be hilarious to watch, by the way. I'd watch that movie.
I know, so would I.
I'd watch that.
E.T. phone home. Shut up.
got it already.
He could make the Batmobile fly, though.
That would, what was it called? Was it
And it goes over the moon.
the Bat Plane? It would be the Bat Space Plane.
He wouldn't need the Batplane anymore, yeah.
The Bat Bike. He'd just get a little case on his bike.
I have a lot of like random like lines popping in my head of like how humiliated Batman would be with that.
I could just see E.T. with his finger out. Batman, put that down. Put it in your hand like that. Stop that.
That red light is giving us away to the enemies.
I live in the shadows.
Okay, continue. I don't know whose turn it is anymore. Whose turn is it?
By the way, Deslo says hopefully he'll be in LA next year because then he and I can have a slap off.
Oh my
That's
god,
right, folks.
it's like the slap bet on How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
What is it? What do they do?
The slap bet on How I Met Your Mother.
What's the slap bet?
They were able to slap Barney 10 times, I think.
But I thought it was 3. Or did they get up to 10?
I might have maybe it was 5. I don't remember. It was a huge amount.
Before what happens? They were able to slap him that many times before what happens?
Well, it was just unexpected slaps at any given time were promised without retaliation, as this part of the winning part of this bet.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So through the whole series, that every so often, one of them would just like wind up and just like wail on him, just for knowing he's like slap that too. Like, whatever it was.
Mark's Pile on Twitter says Iron Potter. I would pay $1 to watch that.
Yeah, and I think it would. I'm pretty sure that if Iron Man jumped into the Harry Potter world to save them all from Voldemort, I'm pretty sure that story would have ended in book 1. He just would have blown him up. Like, okay, done. See you later, guys.
When I go home, I need a martini.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I don't know whose turn it is now. Whose turn is it?
It's fine, because I really wanted the Batman E.T., so...
Yeah, you did. Okay. Heroes in a half shell find themselves trapped on an island filled with escaped dinosaurs.
Oh, it's Ninja Turtles meets Jurassic Park.
Mm.
We gotta make these harder, man, next time.
Yeah, sorry. This one maybe, I don't know, we'll see. A princess of power uses her strength with her sword to defend against a childlike friendly ghost.
So I'm gonna say She-Ra and Casper.
Yeah. I thought that was
Nice working in She-Ra there.
Well, I was like, I haven't heard about her in a while.
By the way, Underground Badger says, can't wait for Batfleck. Ben Affleck is Batman. I can't either, because then maybe everyone will stop with the Batman voice.
But it's so much fun.
That'll never go away. That'll never go away. I won't let it.
So technically, right now, Jeff is leading by 1 point.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So should we do one more each?
We'll do one more each, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so in a galaxy far, far away, a young man must face his destiny with the help of a hero dedicated to saving the Earth from pollution.
Oh, Star Wars meets Captain Planet.
All right, now you're tied again. So this is all up to you, Jeff.
For the win.
Maybe I should pick one.
Oh, look at this. Now she's going to try to make it really hard.
Thank you, Tanya.
She doesn't want me to win. God damn it. Amy Hoff on Twitter says she would watch the hell out of a Ninja Turtles Jurassic Park crossover. Hell yeah.
That would be amazing. Michelangelo on a T-Rex.
Yeah, and Acrodius says Teenage Mutant Jurassic Dinos.
All right, I'm going to give you this one, Jeff. I don't know if this will be a test or not, but we'll try.
Okay. I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay. An FBI agent undergoes a face transplant to catch his nemesis while an enormous radioactively mutated lizard destroys Manhattan.
Face Off and Godzilla.
I was trying to say if I had to do the year or not for that one. I haven't seen the most recent one.
Most recent what? Wait, is it right?
Yeah, it's right. But
yeah.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. You just well done, sir. Well fought.
Yeah.
Well fought.
But come on, dude. Any John Woo movie, man, I know every fucking John Woo movie. Love John Woo. Face Off was an awesome movie.
Future note: don't give you any of this.
Write it down right now.
What was that?
I said write that down right now.
Yeah.
No more John Woo movies for
no
Jeff.
John Woo. No.
But everybody go watch John Woo movies, particularly Hard Boiled. If you never saw that, probably the best action movie ever made. All right, it's time to wrap things up. So, Jonathan, can you give us links once again for where people can watch Johnny Dynamo?
All right, Johnny Dynamo is online for free at johnnydynamo.com. Twitter account is @TheJohnnyDynamo, and you can also find us on Facebook.
Awesome. And give people your personal Twitter where they can follow you too.
All right, my personal Twitter is @Jonathan Everett 8, and that's JONATHANEVERET 8. You can also look on IMDb. Please do. I like my star rating to go up. That's always fun.
Yes, give him.
Make it go higher.
Can you? I'm trying to think. You don't. Yeah, that's right. You can only rate movies and shows there. You don't rate people on IMDb, right?
Yeah.
I don't rate people. But you would definitely give me 10 stars.
Is the ranking based just on how many visits, like the page gets?
It's based on visits, and it's also based on credits, and then visits to your credits, and it's this big, the thing.
And it has to be
algorithm.
Like you can go in and click like 20 times in one day on your own, and it will know that it's from that IP.
Yeah, in independent IP addresses. Yep. But if you go look at Johnny Dynamo on IMDb too, that's also going to help my ratings. So maybe do both. Just a thought.
All right.
All right. No more shameless self-promotion. I'm done. Back.
And maybe suggest that Jonathan should star in Teenage Mutant Jurassic Dinos.
I think that's a good idea, and I wasn't the one to say it, so.
All right, so Tanya, why don't you give links for Asset and Progress?
Sure. You can watch Asset at jts.tv/asset, and you can watch Progress the Series at progresstheseries.com, and they also have their spin-off show on jts.tv as well.
All right, awesome. And Super Knocked Up, my series is at superknockedup.com, or the channel you're watching right now, SKU Web Series on Twitter. That's where you can find, of course, all our past Super Geeked Up episodes. There are 104 of them, folks. Plenty of entertainment for the rest, well, not the rest of your life, but a while.
Maybe the rest of the year.
Yeah. That's true. The year's almost over. That's true, yeah. That's a good way to spend the holidays.
There you go.
All right, so let's see what else we got to do. That's pretty much it. Oh, Frostbite Pictures, our parent company. Please check them out at frostbitepictures.com and @FrostbitePics. They're an awesome group of people, some awesome shows there. And that is going to do it for us. And Vancouver Web Fest, by the way, VancouverWebFest.com. Check them out. Very excited to get there in March and do Super Geeked Up. First time in Vancouver it'll be for me, so that'll be cool. All right, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. So, Jonathan, we like to end the show. As I do my last line here, we're all going to say in unison, "Super geeked up." All right. So I'm going to point. I'm going to point at the like that kind of. We're going to do that.
That's an exact instruction. I'm just going to do.
That was like this was like I'm waiting. I don't know what that was. When I do something, then you say it. All right. So here we go. So thank you guys for watching, of course, for tweeting as always. Thank you, Jonathan, for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
We will see you next week, same time, 11 p.m. Eastern. I almost forgot what time it was. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. And until then, stay
super geeked up.
Huzzah.